counterweight.
You got counterweight.
You know what I'm saying?
Either you're not going up or you're not going down.
Exactly. You know, I wasn't going up. I just wanted to see what it felt like to go up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you matching.
So I always had like a soft place in my heart for BBWs because I understand the plight. I understand how the world looks at them and things on those lines. And I always told myself, no matter how good looking I become, which, as you can see, I would never, you know what I'm saying? I would never shun a big girl. I would never throw hate or salt on a big girl. But Monique, I'm gonna tell you, Monique pissed me off when she was talking all this. I hate skinny bees and all this other stuff, and then go ahead and lose weight and all this other stuff.
And switch it over.
Yeah, switched up on me.
Oh,
and then Lizzo, you know why I don't like Lizzo.
We already went over that.
You gonna tell me you don't mess with fat dudes, really?
Yep. I don't like fat back.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Those are the reasons why. But with Lil Nas X, though, like, dude, he's trash.
He hasn't made anything since those blood shoes or whatever the crap, the sneakers. Yeah. That was it.
And the thing is, it's not like, and this is the crazy thing, it's like, why do people go out and do all, they extra as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go out and you do all this weird stuff. That's what it is.
To get attention.
And then because we don't like that weird stuff, you're trying to throw it off on the fact that you're gay.
Right, because that's all you can fall. Because you can't fall on your talent because obviously it's already lacking.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We like you can't go out and, like, for example, Monique can't go out talk all this junk about D.L. Hughley, and then once we be like, "Yo, Monique, you tripping?" I'm like, "Oh, y'all just doing that because I'm big." No, you're
wrong.
Doing it because you're
nothing
wrong.
To back it up.
Right.
She has absolutely. Nothing. But the thing is, and this is, I was talking to my homegirl Janine about this the other day. And one point that I will say, and I'm not saying that she was right in this, but I always try to empath. I always try to be an empath. And I was looking at Monique's just history. Right. I mean, you got to understand now, if I was a comic, well, I am a comic. I'm sorry. If I was a big comic and I had an Oscar, best believe I ain't going up after nobody. I don't care. I don't care if my Oscar was back in 2000 and it's 2040. You have an Oscar, you have a hit TV show that I hated. I hated the Parkers. I would get mad every time the Parkers came on, but it's the I would change the channel, like BET. You know how BET plays the Parkers 2 episodes?
Yeah,
that messes up my entire morning. I hate that show, but at the end of the day, it was a hit TV show.
It was a hit TV show.
It was funny though.
Yeah,
to some degree.
I thought that the best thing about the Parkers was the white girl with the big booty.
Oh yeah.
Her.
Yeah, but
Stevie.
Yeah. But the thing was, so she has a hit show. DL had a whack show. She got
was pretty good though.
The Hugleys, I thought the Hugleys was trash too. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a terrible sitcom.
I think it was the early version of My Wife and Kids.
It was a wannabe My Wife and Kids. My Wife and Kids was good.
That was good. Show. I mean, they had great writers on that show.
Yeah, they had Damon Wayans, who is probably the most underrated comedian.
Yeah, but the Wayans family are the ones writing that. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You have the Wayans who have penned some of the greatest classics of all time when it comes to media.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got the Parkers, you got the Hugleys, you got the Kings of Comedy, you got the Queens of Comedy.
So you're
now let's be perfectly real. DL set in the Kings of Comedy was stronger than Monique set in the Kings of Comedy. Monique's show was stronger than DL.
Right, so 1-1.
So 1-1. Now the tiebreaker in all of this is relevance. DL Hughley
is more relevant.
Has a bunch of hit, joints.
He got series, he got the radio show, syndicated.
He's out here.
He's out there. He's working.
He is considered one of the greats in the game.
Right.
Yes, he is.
Monique is not considered one of the greats in the game. When you're thinking about stand-up comedians,
you don't think of Mo.
You don't think of Monique.
No.
However, she does have. But what I will say that evens the playing field is that Oscar.
Right.
So my thing is, in this situation, if I had Monique and DL on the same show, I would co-headline. Which it seems like that's how they were billing it.
That's what it looked like.
Now, if you had most big comedy shows of that magnitude have more than just one show.
Yeah, and they'll say more than one headline.
So if you have more than one show, you split up who goes last.
Yeah,
you go last this one, you go last
the next one. Yeah, you flip the coin and all go back and forth.
But regardless of how it was set up, my thing is there's still a level of professionalism. There's still a level of gratitude that you show to your fans,
right?
Where you're not going to go out there and ruin their experience. And that's where Monique. That's where Monique messed up.
Yeah, she got the ball on that. She could have came up very high on that.
Yeah,
she could have done it.
She hasn't grown at all.
But like homeboy said, I don't think she had enough material.
Nah, she didn't. That's what Corey Holcomb said. She ran out of material.
Corey did, yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you like this,
She went on what, a 40-minute rant on that?
Nah, 10. She went on a 10-minute rant.
It sounded longer than that.
And then she wobbled her ass across the stage 3 times. I was like, damn,
Then she had to
stop
breathe.
running.
Then she had to breathe.
But this is the crazy thing.
Thought she works out.
After all that,
Yeah.
DL still got his ass on stage and shut it down.
Yeah.
Like, see now, a lot of comics wouldn't be able to come
they
up
couldn't
after
come
that.
back on that. No.
After someone turns the whole room against you the way that Monique did.
Throw doubts back at them. You spend your whole set trying to get even with them.
He did about 2-3 minutes at the beginning.
It was very quick.
Yeah.
It was very quick.
Exactly. And then, because you know what DL was like? I got a whole radio show. I have a nationally syndicated radio show. I'll talk about this all next week.
Right. I can pick and choose my time to do this.
But
I don't have to jump in front of every camera.
The genius of DL to be able to come up after, because you know, and I hate to say it, but when black women love black women, and Monique had all the women in that crowd on her side.
Oh yeah, they were locked.
Even to the point where they even booed DL a little bit when he came out.
Right.
Still shut the crowd down. Still had a crazy performance.
He wasn't phased at all. If anything,
that's a real comment.
Right.
Because like me, I never would have came out. I'm like, shoot, I ain't going out there now.
Yeah, he owned the moment. He wasn't gonna botch that bag he got. He came out, owned the moment. He didn't even touch on it. He blew a kiss at it and went right to work.
Yeah. And went in and entertained
he took
those
all
people.
the energy away from what she left. He literally recycled it and bought it back for him and bought the house down.
Exactly. I thought it was dope to see that.
But that's a great way of seeing how to handle those situations.
Yeah, because we're students right now.
Yeah.
We're all students, and I learned a lot just by watching how he acted in that situation. Because you never know when it might be you behind somebody who just tries to crap all over your name.
Right.
Maybe chasing clout or something.
Right. Just trying to get the likes.
Try to tarnish your name.
Yeah. Trying to build them up, because a lot of people like to build you up by tearing you down. Build themselves up by tearing you down.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't realize they make you even more famous when they do stuff like that.
Yeah. Unless you me, because I'm gonna tell you, like Corey Holcomb said, if I would have came at anybody, like they would have been laughing so hard they wouldn't have been able to be offended.
Exactly.
See, Monique went with that whole bitter black woman thing.
She did.
Instead of being funny. Like if Monique would have came out there and cracked some jokes about DL,
she would have been going crazy. It would have been a great set.
But nah, she wanted to talk about his wife and his
dog.
daughter, people that ain't had nothing to do with the situation.
Right.
Yet she's wants to. I love black women. I will empower black women. But then you want to sit there and talk about how his wife is sucking a weak one.
Yep. And everything.
Coward. He called him a coward and all this other stuff. Yeah. How your wife gonna? A weak.
Yeah. But you sitting there, you know. It fits the demographic when it fits a demographic for them.
I know. So one of my homegirls, she had tickets to see Monique in Durham.
Yeah, D-Pack.
Yeah, she sold her tickets back to the box office.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Be surprised.
Yeah, and I really think it's like there's a shift coming in comedy, man, with Will Smith and Chris Rock and then Dave Chappelle and now this. I mean, legit. I'm glad because I think it's going to weed out
the bad,
the weak.
Oh, the weak, not the bad.
It's gonna be like the COVID for comedy. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I really think that people aren't gonna want to go out there and do that if they know that they can get smacked in the mouth for the stuff that they say on stage.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people try. Like Monique was a prime example of it. They say hurtful stuff and think it's funny. They try to, you know what I'm saying? They don't say things that are actually funny. They say things that are insensitive
and hurtful and purposeful.
That's why I can't do comedy.
And that's why I do it. Because I'm going to say what I want to say and dare you. Because like I ain't whooped the ass in like 8 years. I dare you to run up on stage on me.
I got tendonitis.
You know what I'm saying? I got
ready to release.
I got so much to just let off. And if you catch me on a day where I ain't got no gout, it's gonna be a rout.
Yeah, if you catch him on a non-gout day, you in trouble.
You catch me on a non-gout day.
Now on a gout day, you might get the cane.
Yeah, you get.
But a non-gout day, you gonna get them feet.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna catch either a Timberland to the jaw, or you gonna catch with that mic stand. That mic stand can be used as a weapon. Mic stand,
this is Sparta. I told you.
I'll be just like one of them chicks on Black Panther. Wakanda forever.
Just call out the name. Comedy, what you do? That's it. Stop that thing.
Hey, but I'm glad that you're here, Karina, because I've been wanting to get a woman's perspective on Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan.
Who, the couple?
Yeah, all right. So Michael B. Jordan took a chance on the 25-year-old girl, gave her some love. And let's keep it real. I ain't nowhere near gay, but Michael B. Jordan is one of the most sought-out bachelors in the game right now.
Out there in the street.
You know, women love Michael B. Jordan. Oh, I love me some Michael B. Jordan.
Hey, he went from Dirty Kid in the Wire
to Creed.
To Creed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I like them in my favorite thing I seen them in was Friday Night Lights. The last 2 seasons of Friday Night Lights.
What was that movie that we just saw?
On that Prime. No Remorse?
No Remorse. Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, that was a great movie.
Yeah. So he's number one. He's probably one of the biggest black actors in Hollywood
right.
At the moment.
He's also a heartthrob.
Oh yeah,
women love him. He wiped up Lori Harvey only for her to be like, yeah, I'm not ready for a commitment.
Yeah, he wanted to get married.
Which is cool. It's your right to not want a commitment. Ain't nobody saying you got to be with him. But I mean, I'm just saying, what are you gonna do better than? What's your next move gonna be? Because
right,
you already climbed the mountaintop.
Yeah, you up there.
Yeah.
All right, how old is he?
He's 35. She's 25.
Okay, so just a 10-year difference. No big deal. Okay.
But the thing is,
I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah. He's 3 years younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah. So but the thing is, it's like, what is she gonna do now? Like, let me ask you this: like, in your mind, do you think it was a childish thing to leave? Because like, it wasn't like they broke up because of bad things. Right. He wasn't cheating on her. He wasn't beating her or nothing like that.
No, maybe she just
got tired of it.
Either she got tired or she got scared.
Right. So, like, and me personally, I'm just like, yo, out of all the decisions you could have did, leaving someone that was down for you the way that he was. I mean, he was doing huge acts of generosity.
Right, not affection.
Yeah, I'm saying he was doing.
And if you take someone who went from, allegedly, and I don't really know her repertoire, but I know, like, Future's on there, this person's on here, this person's on there. And then you throw, a gentleman there in the ring, you might be...
Russell Wilson.
Right, a Russell Wilson, you might
also gets me.
Yeah. Sometimes you run back to the ones that hurt.
Yeah, because, like, this is the funny thing. I would put Michael B. Jordan in the same realm I put Russell Wilson in.
Yeah.
And nothing pisses me off more than when someone says Russell Wilson is lame.
Right, because he doesn't do what you think he should be doing.
In what world is an MVP, Super Bowl winning quarterback, black man, a lame? If that's the case, I want to be lame.
I want to be all the way lame. I want to be Russell Wilson.
Call me Urkel.
Did I do that? Because, he's not out there glaunting and gloating and, showboating and, doing a dance for everybody.
Yeah, like if
that's the only reason why.
He just won the humanitarian award.
How many people got that?
He just won the NFL humanitarian award. So he has a heart. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing is, it's like, why is it that people are so in tune with, like, Future can't even rap to me.
He got 6 good songs.
Name a Future bar. Somebody, please.
I took a Berkey.
Name a bar.
That was a bar.
That was a what?
That's what he says. A Perky. They got hit him with a drug, though.
I can't understand half the stuff
exactly.
he's saying.
He's not even a good rapper.
No.
He's a performer.
He's a thug. That's it. All Future is, and I hate to say it because I don't have no problem with thugs, but that's all he is a thug.
He's a high-performing thug, highly functional drug addict.
With a bunch of baby mamas.
With a lot of baby mamas. With a lot.
But that's our epitome of what a cool dude is.
That ain't cool for me.
But that's the standard now.
Exactly.
Right. They want to set the standard, rocking around, knocking girls up and leaving and doing this and that. Oh, I got 11 kids.
But that's what the women are accepting.
You work at Bojangles.
No, this is the sad part. This is what the society is pushing. This is why. All right. You know how to keep a black man down? Make him look up the Future instead of Russell Westbrook.
Oh, yeah.
You know how to keep a black woman down? Make her look up the Cardi B instead of Keisha Bottoms.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like we got all of this. Like the media pushes so much this negative narrative, and they push every negative stereotype and every trope that they can push, and the people who embody that. Joe Biden could have spoke to Joey Crack could have spoke to any black woman in America.
Any.
He chose Cardi B
because she's relevant and she'll get the most views and because
she's ignorant. He chose Cardi B because she's ignorant. She was not going to ask a single thoughtful question.
He wanted the following. That's what it is. He wanted
is
the
that
following.
Is that the murder across the street?
I don't even think it was that.
Person?
Because the thing is, you're presidential. You're the top running. I mean, the front running presidential nominee. Like, you could have talked to Candace Owens, but nobody wanted to hear that because she's going to be critical of black people.
You could talk to the old girl from CNN.
He could have talked to Issa Rae.
But see,
you know what I'm saying? He could have spoke to a myriad of educated black women.
But why?
Because we have so many of them.
Because there's not that many. No, because the majority is not. They're not. I hate to say this. They're not educated. So you want someone that speaks their language, which in this case would be Cardi B.
Cardi B speaks, she speaks their language. And the only reason Cardi B speaks their language is because everybody's trying to be like Cardi.
Right. I mean, I'm agreeing with you like 100%. But when you want to have a following and you want to, get that vote, you have to speak the language that the majority speaks, which in this case is Cardi B's language.
Which is ignorance.
Which is you should be offended because now you're thinking that everybody's speaking hood rat.
Yeah, but let me tell you the funny thing.
But most of them do, though.
But yeah, a lot of them do, but not most of them. Yeah, but the voters, the voters aren't.
Yeah, the voters won't.
No.
And the sad part was
the views part.
Cardi B literally said that she wanted free Medicare. Is it Medicare free?
That's what the brain's at.
She was like, the main thing I want is free Medicare. What?
Well, you decide to do what you do when you want to pay for your Medicare.
Like that, and the sad part
is that's intellectual, right? That's an intellectual part, right?
That is the problem.
The non-intellectual part.
Because the goal is, I mean, at least to me, logically, is to educate the minority people on how to vote, or not even how to vote, how our system works. Period. And that's the problem. There's a tremendous disconnect as to how our government is wired and how it should work, because at the end of the day we still keep voting for these lame, I can't say that word,
no.
these lame representatives, and nothing changes. And then at the end of the day, the president's always the fall guy when technically the Senate is the one that really makes all the laws. So if we decide to educate everybody on how how the system works and how laws are really passed and who passes these laws, then maybe we can change. But until then, we're going to keep having these same issues.
Yeah, and that's why the two-party system was never meant to be this way. George Washington, in his farewell address, stated to stay away from treaties and political parties.
Yeah, because they're going to divide.
Because it divides the nation.
Right.
What we need is speak one voice.
Right,
we want, like that's the reason why, look at Australia. Simbo got $250,000 worth of medical stuff for free.
And they had to pay $12
for some pills. Not for the MRIs or the CT scans and none of that. All that was free. He had to pay for the medication.
Right.
And he only had to pay $12. Well, we would have had to pay $1,200.
Right. And granted, their taxes are higher to cover these things.
I don't mind.
So I don't mind my taxes going up if it's going to cover something that I can use.
If I can go to the hospital anytime I need to.
Bro, I'll be there right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, my toe crooked. You want to look at this?
But see, the thing is, it's all. I'm gonna tell you, the sad part is when you really see it from the outside looking in, America is despicable.
They are,
but they're genius.
Yeah, because
everything is for a reason.
Yeah, because as long as you have a broken medical system, you make money, just like wars make money. So you need sick people in order to make money. But yet, it's a way of controlling
the herd.
And it's not even that. It goes even farther than that. I'm not gonna say that because I agree with you. It goes so far as to say who is what demographic of people has the lowest health care or the lowest the no insurance.
Us folk.
Black folks. And why is that? Because if they price health care out the game, it's more black people dying every year. Yeah. But anyway, we got some jams, y'all keep it locked. Yo, and that was that Magic Stick by 50 Cent. Yo, so
so nothing wrong with Lil' Kim.
Ain't nothing wrong with Lil' Kim. I love Lil' Kim. I think Lil' Kim is the greatest female MC of all time. That's just my opinion.
I agree with you.
Oh, where you? We agree.
Oh, Little Kim.
Little Kim is that man, yo.
Can I say the B word?
Yeah, actually you can, as long as it's not in reference to a person.
So you can say,
she's my bitch.
Yeah, you can say it. There you go. Look, where the cloud? Where? Oh, that's, my bad. Wrong button.
Put the cloud. There you go.
Yeah. So yesterday, Jack Del Rio, in a post-practice meeting with reporters, he minimized the January 6th storming of the U.S. Capitol building by calling it a dust-up in comparison to the racial justice protests that followed George Floyd's death in 2020.
Just a little dust-up.
What are your thoughts, P?
Wrong. Apparently, he was a big spokesperson for the Colin Kaepernick when the knee situation was going down when he was on the Raiders. So I was listening to Keyshawn and them on ESPN this morning, and he was like, I should have paid attention better, because if you follow little conversations and quotes, which led up to what, the dusting, as he puts it in retrospect. And like he said, it's going to be hard for him to find anybody to play their hearts out for him if they have common sense. Exactly what he said.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, and this is the sad part, emotional responses, regardless of what Jack Del Rio said, you still got a job to do.
He still got a job to do.
Because you still got to play for your contract. If you don't play for nothing else, you're playing for your contract, not for Jack Del Rio.
Right.
I have yet to meet a professional football player that plays for the coach.
Right.
Like, at one point, you're going to play for yourself.
Right.
And that's when they start playing for themselves. Once they get that professional and they start getting $1 million checks. So I'm not even going to say that they're not going to play for him. What I will say is they're not going to respect him.
Nah, definitely no respect.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to have any love for him or anything along those lines.
But here was the funny part, though. Jay told Keyshawn, he goes, so you think he should have his job taken from him? He goes, no, he didn't do anything wrong to lose his job. But if he don't perform at his job, he should.
They're not going to have no loyalty to him.
And then the trick part was like, well, then what makes this different than Colin?
What's the difference between him and Colin? Well, I'm just going to be speaking 100% on this one.
Lay it on us.
Colin is trash. Like, see, this is the thing, and this is where people keep messing up, and this is where I think I'm the only one who picked up on it.
Not just Colin, but the way they treated Colin.
The way they treated Colin, to me, was 100% deserved. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. Colin didn't sit down he didn't take a knee the first game. He sat down on the bench, and he just refused to stand up for the national anthem. That had nothing to do with police brutality. That had everything to do with them telling him that he's not starting that game.
Temper tantrum.
It was a temper tantrum. He was pouting. But yet, once the cameras got on him, instead of saying, hey, I was acting like a little bitch, he said, oh, it's the police brutality, and I don't want to stand for an anthem with the police, which I think was quick thinking. Don't get me wrong.
That was fast.
It was fast thinking.
But he had to roll with it after that.
He had to roll with it.
He had to roll
because
with the
thing is, this is the thing. If Colin came out with a Netflix special earlier this year in which he compared the NFL to slavery, yet you're trying to be in the NFL.
Get back on the plantation.
Yeah. So basically what he did was he basically made the Kanye West statement that slavery is a choice actually true. Because you're not going to sit here and tell me, oh, the NFL is this, the NFL is that,
and
it's slavery, and then run to it. That's like me saying, oh, I hate my job. My job is so racist. And I quit. And then 2 days later, I'm working back
at the job, right. I think that's a slavery mentality, a part of your brain.
Now, what I will say about this January 6th insurrection was that was a bunch of lawless criminals.
Yeah.
Running through the Capitol
building frivolously.
Acting like some
spoiled ass kids who didn't get their way.
Entitled ass pricks. Now that was a temper tantrum.
That's a whole temper tantrum. And a lot more should have been dealt with accordingly. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So to me, comparing the January 6th storming of the U.S. Capitol building to the riots is like comparing 2 pots of Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. Nowhere close. Shouldn't even be in the same breath.
Yeah.
Let alone
like we're marching for justice. You're marching because your coon didn't win.
Right.
Like that's the difference. Like that's like if we would have stormed the Capitol building because Obama didn't win.
Oh man.
Number one, we never would have stormed the Capitol. We would have attempted to.
Right.
We would have attempted to storm the Capitol.
Yeah, we'd have been stopped very early.
But it would have been like bloody bloody January 6th, because there would have been some heads busted and some bodies on the steps of the Capitol building.
It'd have been messy.
It would have been a massacre.
But I will give the police one kudos. In Harnett County, they finally shot someone who had a gun on them.
Did they?
Where?
Finally. The cop in Harnett County, the sheriff's office said a man was shot by a deputy early Thursday morning while carrying a rifle.
Oh.
Okay.
We do not know the identity of the person shot, and we don't know the identities of the deputies involved. None of that has been released.
Oh.
But there was a weapon found at the scene that does not belong to the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Harnett County Sheriff Wayne Coates had this to say. He said, anytime you lose a life is tragedy. You don't want these things to happen, but there's something that triggered this. So one thing we need to keep is the family in prayer and the officers in prayers, he said. The SBI, the State Bureau of Investigation, is currently looking into what led up to the shooting. But it was in the area of NC 27, NC 24. And it's closed as of right now. So if you're going that way, don't go that way.
Don't go that way.
Because it's closed.
What do you think about those cops that let the dude drown? You see that?
Yeah. I'm like this. I think that we have to understand that cops are cowards.
Sure are.
Only a coward would shoot an unarmed person.
Correct.
Only a coward would kick in the door of a woman sleeping in her home and shoot her. Like the police have been cowards for a long time. It's just being exposed. Mm-hmm. It took 4 cops to beat Rodney King, and that was 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Cops have been cowards for a long time. The last brave cops I saw was at 9/11 when it was running the Ground Zero.
That was it.
That was the last time I saw a brave cop.
I saw that. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was just like, they just really sitting there watching dude die.
Yeah. They literally watched.
They watched dude die. I was like,
no floaty, nothing.
Nothing. They just sat there and didn't go in.
They told him, we're not coming in there.
Yeah, we're not coming in to save you. But I mean, these are the same cops that refused to go into a school because there was an actual threat.
Mm-hmm. Child, don't even.
You know what I mean? So I have. We've always known cops are cowards because we experienced cops on a first-hand basis as black men.
Yeah.
And we know good and well they come to the door with their hands on their gun when they get to your window.
Yeah, they come all equipped with no voice.
Yeah. And the only time a cop has any bravery, and it's not even bravery, it's just the fact that you have an advantage, is when they have a gun and you don't.
They have a gun and it's more than them.
Yeah. Because like when a cop is outnumbered, they call for backup.
Immediately.
Why do they call for backup? Because they can't handle the situation themselves.
They can't handle the whole conversation.
So like I call them cowards. Like I call the people who stormed January 6th, I call them cowards. You know what I mean? Like the thing is, and this is the sad part. Why are they able to arrest white people so much easier? It's like you seen Django, right?
Yeah, I've seen Django.
All right, you know how like they were bounty hunters and everybody like they just killed a person, they would never arrest.
Yeah. Either you come quietly or we kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're still getting paid no matter what.
Not even come quietly. They would just kill them, not even give them a chance or whatever. And that seems like how cops are. They're like bounty hunters. That they take us dead or alive. And then
the only reward is they keep their job.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, cops will take a black man dead or alive without even seeing his day in court.
Right.
And that's the one problem that's one of the problems I have with them. But anyway, more jams. Keep it locked.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. White Man. Appreciate you being back.
Thanks for coming back, Wahide.
Yo, so I don't know if you know this, but Hulu dropped the trailer for an upcoming Mike Tyson miniseries starring Trevante Rhodes as Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I saw the previews of it. It's an 8-episode series created by the same writer who wrote I, Tonya about Tonya Harding. Yeah, they're calling it's an unauthorized, no holds barred look at the life of Mike Tyson. It stars Moonlight's Trevante Rhodes. I don't know if you've seen Moonlight. It was about some gay dudes.
No, I didn't watch it.
In Florida.
I really didn't.
They won Oscars that year.
Yeah, I know who was in it, but I just never watched it.
I watched it because they won Oscars. I've always been a person that I have to see why they won. The only movie I never watched that won an Oscar was Parasite.
I never watched Precious.
I never saw Parasite. I watched Precious, but like whenever a movie wins an Oscar, I got to see why, because I'm a movie person.
Right.
And the thing I liked about it was you didn't see explicit gayness on that movie.
Oh, so
it wasn't like niggas making out and like you never saw two dudes kissing that whole movie.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
You just heard him talk about it?
It was more of like an implied thing.
Oh, okay, I watch it then.
Because, like, what it was, and this is the thing, I love The Chi, one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, oh yeah,
All right, Kevin from The Chi played all right, so it was a movie that chronicled a dude in three eras. Mm-hmm. His younger self, his teenage self, and his older self. Okay. So Trevante Rose played his older self. Mm-hmm. All right, the dude that played RZA in the Wu-Tang series, he played middle, teenage him. Uh-huh. And then Kevin from The Chi played young him. Yeah. So I liked the movie. I mean, it was a good movie. You know what I'm saying? It was gay, but it wasn't gay. You know what I mean?
It was gay. I got you.
It was gay-ish. It wasn't like Brokeback Mountain.
Okay, still ain't seen
so
that
it was
either.
Educational.
Nah, it won't educational so much. It was educational more than entertaining. It was just a look into the life of someone that's troubling. You know what I'm saying? That's battling that type of thing.
Right.
Just a tip game.
just a tip game. Who that Joe? That Joe?
Joe. That's my boy right there, man.
Also, I don't know if you saw. I saw a clip for a Tommy and Pam series.
Tommy and Pam series?
Spinoff.
You talking about the darker Martin where Cole was a serial killer? Yeah, I saw that little, they made that. That would be a good show.
Yo, that was dark.
Yeah, fast. It was dark. Yo, I'm going to tell you what was good to me was the Dark Urkel.
I ain't seen that one.
The Dark Urkel? Oh, man, they did it on Saturday Night Live. Chris Red played Urkel. Okay. But he was like, it was a hood, like they played off of the Bel Air being dark. Yeah. So they made a Dark Family Matters. Oh. It was hilarious.
But this joint looked good. Like,
but I will say this: Adam Sandler dropped a movie called Hustle on Netflix yesterday. Yeah, Benny Siegel had a lot of tracks. Freeway, the soundtrack on that movie was dope. I saw the movie last night.
How was it?
Man, it was actually good. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of action. It was a lot of drama.
Right.
But they put enough sports in it for it to be entertaining. But it starred Hernan Gomez from the Celtics, I think. Yeah. He used to be on the Jazz. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and it was actually good. It's just weird seeing a basketball movie about someone that's not black.
It happens.
It's like, because, they had Boogie.
Right.
It was featuring an Asian kid.
Right.
And then this one featuring a kid from Spain.
Right.
And not to make light of it, it was like, because, basketball is a universal game now.
Right.
It's just so weird because it's like always been one of those things that you just see black people win.
Right.
And the sad part was, in this one, like, all the villains in it, of course, were black. And I was a little uncomfortable seeing Adam Sandler married to Queen Latifah.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
Yeah. Because, Adam Sandler been messing with minorities for Spanglish. Then he had
he's from
Grown
Up. Was a great movie.
He's from the whole town. We know what he do.
But, he started on Cosby Show.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he probably made around at Tempest Bledsoe.
Yeah, that's what he got a shot at.
Yeah.
Because everybody kept turning him down. Bill was like, let's go.
Well, honestly, he was goofy.
And that's the character they needed him to play.
Exactly. Goofy white boy.
And he was on a couple series.
He was on it for 2 seasons. He was on it Theo's middle high school years.
Mm-hmm. So that's a good little run, though.
I'm gonna tell you, my favorite Theo friend was Howard. And then Howard grew up to end up being on was it New Jersey Drive? No. He was on Mike and Molly.
Mike and Molly.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was like, that's Howard?
Yeah, he is on Mike and Molly.
Yeah, he was on Mike and Molly. I love Mike and Molly.
His partner.
Yeah. And him and his grandma should have got their own show.
Oh, man.
Because him and his grandma were hilarious. That was the only reason I watched Mike and Molly, to see what his grandma would say, because his grandma used to get him the business.
You're right. Hold on. Let me call my grandma. I'll be right back.
And like, the thing is, I've always been a fan of the bickering, like, the duo that goes at it all the time. Martin and Pam, Fred and Esther. I never saw a grandma-grandson dynamic like that.
Not like that,
And it was refreshing. It was new.
And you understood it, though.
Yeah.
Because, if you stepped out of pocket, grandma going to put you in pocket.
Yeah, grandma was always gangster.
She was waiting. She woke up with the smoke.
I remember, this was a couple years ago, I remember a dude, as a matter of fact, this was just this year, the dude that shot the school shot his grandma.
Yeah.
What?
That was the first hit.
Do you understand what my cousins would have did to me?
Right.
I would have never made it to that school.
Nah, you'd have been out the neighborhood.
Man, I would have got ran. I wouldn't have got ran. I would have got ran down.
Yeah, we ran down and off the road.
Yeah, I would have. That'd have been like man found dead on the side of the road
with an AR-15
to the back of the neck.
Yeah,
but my cousins ain't gonna play. I'm not gonna play that. I wish someone would have put their hands on my grandma or killed my man. I'd be in jail right now. Somebody on the T-shirt.
Happily.
Somebody definitely gonna be on the T-shirt, man. So
I gotta sit up on the friends.
So man, shout out to all the grandmas out there. And all the ones that's about to be grandmas. Because, grandmas, they young now.
Yeah, they about 37.
Grandmas.
Oh, grandmas. That's what they call
them now. Grandmas.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just hot women.
Yeah, that's how they became grandmas.
Grandmas.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We ain't had grandmas.
No.
We had crooked wigs. We had knee-high grandmas. That's what we had.
Yep. Unless, they were big family.
We had grandmas that gums would itch.
Goddamn, no Newton. Goddamn go.
There was two grandmas. There was the grandma you're going to catch at the church, the grandma you're going to catch at the liquor house. Those are the two.
And you catch the liquor house one on holidays at church.
Yeah.
But you have liquor with her.
And the wig's going to be crooked.
Oh, lean to the side.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when grandma, I'm sorry.
Talking about this.
I didn't experience that.
When I was young, like in my day, grandmas was anything but sexy.
Yeah, it wasn't. They weren't even on the spectrum.
Well, nobody ever looking at somebody grandma like, yo, Miss Gladys got a fatty.
Right. But it'd be funny now you think about it though. They always had like 6, 7 kids, but they always wore a muumuu.
Yeah.
They ain't wear no skin tight pants and jeans.
Grandma had one of them house dresses.
Yeah,
they call them house dresses.
Yep. And Grandpa was right there behind her.
Had like 4 wigs, all of them gray.
Oh yeah, like this. I'm coming, baby. I'm gonna be outside.
I'll be out there in a minute.
Let me put my teacher wig on. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Grandmas was old school, and the thing was, grandmas, man, they were our moral compass.
They were.
You know what I'm
saying? They're supposed to be.
But not now, man, because they doing the same the grandmas not doing the same ratchet stuff that
the daughters are doing.
Yeah, again, and the granddaughters are doing.
The standard has changed.
Yeah, there's no standard.
There's
low.
none.
There is absolutely none.
No.
Like I miss the grandmas that you couldn't go to their house if you weren't taking care of your kids. That's the grandmas I miss.
Yeah, you ain't welcome here.
Yeah, no, like you ain't taking care of your babies. You got nerve to come over here. Don't come over here no more. Not till I find out you taking care of them babies.
And they will find out.
Yeah, grandmas found out everything.
Yeah, they will roll up. They will call. That was the best thing. Forget Google. Call grandma. You want some information.
Remember when grandma used to tell you to cover your kids up?
Oh, yeah.
Not you be out here looking fast.
Yeah, cover.
Now I saw, like I said yesterday, I saw a little girl getting on the school bus.
Right.
Looked like she had on a pair of panties. Mm-hmm. Come on now.
And the mama let her walk out the house like that.
And then the sad part was I was on TikTok. It's one of my favorite things to do. And there's this debate right now talking about sexualizing little kids.
Don't get me going.
Go ahead, get going. I want to hear what your thoughts are on this.
So, I'm Dominican. So what? I'm hungry. Leave me be. Sure. So, I'm Dominican.
Okay.
You right?
And
at least I don't want to use the term culture because I don't want to offend the culture.
Right.
But in the environment that I grew up in, you had to sexualize your daughter. In a sense where if your daughter had a bod, they to wear the mini skirts and to wear the tight pants and to wear the tight tops. The girls nowadays that were 11 and 12 years old, they're not little girls. Like, at least to me, when I was growing up, I wasn't dressing like a woman. Now you have these little young adolescents, because they're still adolescents.
The adolescents, yes.
And they're literally dressing like they're 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you want to show your offspring looks good. It's like you're literally pimping out your daughter.
Wow.
And that's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally showing the world, look at my daughter's goods.
Yeah.
And I have a problem with that, at least in my environment with my Latin community. I think that we need to really reel in back showing off the goods. At least with
there are no goods. That's a baby.
Right. And then you wonder why there's pedophiles out there. I mean, you're literally putting them out to slaughter for view. I just don't get it.
Exactly. And then they say that people, especially like men, like if you see a girl that's dressed inappropriately, you say something about it, then you're the one that's the problem.
You're the perverted person.
Not the girl that's out there with her legs out or her breast out.
Mm-hmm.
It's me. What? Because I noticed the fact that she should be putting some clothes on. I'm not sexualizing her, but I'm all about protecting the kid.
Right.
And the thing is, like, everybody's not going to be me. Everybody ain't going to just see that and just kept driving on.
No. Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's going to be someone that's going to stop up and try to snatch that little girl.
Right. Try to holler.
There's going to be little creeps over there peeking like,
Yep.
Because, like, some dudes, all they see is button boobs. That's all they see.
They don't see nothing
They don't see how old the girl is.
Right.
No.
They don't look at the face.
But they don't look like they're 10, 12, 13, 14. These young ladies really do look like they're 17, 18. And I mean, it's not like I want my daughter to look like she's 11. It's not that. But if she's 11, let her be 11. You know, and
not 11.
Right.
11.
But yeah, and that's what it is. And we rush our young girls to look like women instead of them just growing up at the pace that they're supposed to grow up at. And
No, go ahead.
I can go on and on about that. Because, I mean, there's young girls right now that I know that are not even 18 and they look like me.
Yeah.
And I'm 40. So it's just, you already look run down, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You look run down early.
Oh.
And I just think it's I'm going to use the term disgusting. I'm sorry.
It is disgusting.
And it's heartbreaking.
I don't disagree with that. It really is. It's heartbreaking too.
And my mother's always criticizing me for not being Dominican enough. Oh, I'm American. And she'll use the term American, but it's not that I'm American. It's just that I don't really follow your Dominican standard.
Oh, and it's not just a Dominican thing, because they're doing it in the black community real bad. Like, I remember this one girl, she was posting a video. She said, baby, you need to put some clothes on. Her said, if they looking at me in a sexual manner, that shouldn't be in your house. And I agree. If you got cats looking at your little girl like that, then they shouldn't be in your house. But at the same time, your girl shouldn't be giving them nothing to at.
Correct.
It's like it's this whole naivety that's baffling me. The fact that you really think that if you're walking around in skin tight clothes and no one's going to look at you,
you're sadly mistaken.
You are.
Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to see I'll give you an example. Last night, I got a Happy Meal.
Damn.
Okay?
Must be nice.
No, I got a Happy Meal.
What a toy.
So...
I
you would have to go to my reels and see it. And I look at the box, and it's a Buzz Lightyear box. And I was like, yo, Buzz looks extra hot in the box. So
you checking out Buzz Lightyear?
I was.
The new Buzz Lightyear.
I swear to God I was. So
you got a thing for white boys?
No, it just looks really
I'm just
good.
messing with you.
But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm going to look. So if I see a young man and I'm like, wow, he's really, really cute. And I'll be like, oh, wow, he's going to grow up to be a very handsome young man. And I'm a mother, but I'm also a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I can honestly tell you that, I look too.
Right.
I'm human in that part where I'll look. So what makes you think that a man won't?
Yeah, because, like, the thing is, like, for me, I'll say, like for example, I guess because I had stepdaughters and I got nieces now,
right.
And I was just always raised around women, so I understand how to not sexualize a woman unless it's, like, my woman type situation or older women. But, however, if I have to wonder, if you have to ask a girl how old she is, she ain't dressed right.
Right.
Correct.
That says a lot.
That's simple.
Mm-hmm. And that's the problem. You have these young ladies, these adolescent or teenage young ladies that really do look like women. And if you don't ask, and even if you do ask, they're going to lie and you're going to believe them because you're going to really think, oh, wow, she 18?
Yeah, she's in the 18, because, they can get into places that,
it look 18,
and she look it.
If you at a bar, you're not expecting no 16-year-old to be there.
No, no.
But the main problem that I'm having with all of this is like, it's me, or is there this shift where women are expecting men to not be men anymore?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like to the point where you're not supposed to look at women. You're not supposed to approach them. You're not supposed to comment.
That's just dumb.
You're not supposed to do anything. Like, you're supposed to literally walk by that like women don't exist unless they need your help.
There you go.
As if we're servants to women now.
Right.
That's all we're supposed to be, is like a butler. Open the doors for them, help them change their tires, things along those lines. But then also understand the fact that if a woman wants you, she'll let you know that she wants you.
Correct.
So, like, not giving woman any attention unless she wants the attention or she needs it, as far as.
So you just sit there and wait. But that's basically it.
Yeah, like you can't shoot your shot no more. Number one, it's not even safe to shoot your shot no more. You saw what happened to Trouble.
Yeah. Well, he was shooting more than a shot. He was in the club.
Well, that's the thing. That's why you can't even get I have a girl, so I go to her crib. But like, could you imagine being at your girl's crib and then her man shows up?
I've been through that before.
Yeah, me too.
Not a good feeling.
Wait, what?
You're at your girlfriend's house.
And her man?
And her man shows up because you a side nigga.
Oh, okay.
You learn the hard way. Or her ex shows up, but they still together because she playing both of y'all.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Those are the games that are getting played now. Like it's very rare. Like for example, if a man's messing with a girl, and he's cheating on his girl or whatever, and his girl comes home and catches her, he can hold his girl off while you get up out the crib. You know what I'm saying? He can protect you still.
Yeah, but a woman can't do that.
A woman ain't gonna protect you.
No.
And then the thing is, in situations like that, the only way to protect yourself is through violence.
Yeah.
And in that situation, it's a lose-lose situation. Let me tell you why. If I'm in a position where I have to defend myself, right, and I have to use deadly force, I'm going to jail. The converse side is I die.
Right.
In many situations, interactions with in those types of situations, there's only 2 outs: either jail or death, and you have to choose one.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the thing is, there is no peaceful resolution to many conflicts, especially in the black community.
Yeah.
And to me, that's one of the biggest detriments that I know of.
Right.
Like, for example, I could be minding my own business, getting some gas. Dude try to rob
you, getting gas.
So, bam, I either got to give up my stuff.
Or die.
Or kill him.
And it's lose.
Lose.
Right. It's just the level of losing.
Yeah.
Losing is the top of the ticket because no matter which decision you choose, it's a loss.
Yeah. But I will say this, because I got to say, we did find some good news. The House of Representatives have passed a bill. The bill is a gun control bill.
Oh, they finally did something?
They passed the gun control bill. It's something. Now to go over the details, there's a few details, and it may not make it through the Senate. But if it goes back if it makes it back to the House and they do a 2/3 vote, it bypasses the Senate.
Right.
So, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking a veto. That's a veto, not a. Anyway, yeah. So they got to make it past the Senate to get to the White House. But basically,
that's the key right there.
The main point is that it was on Wednesday. The main thing is that it will raise the age limit for purchasing semi-automatic rifles
to 21.
Okay.
And it will prohibit the sale of ammunition magazines with a capacity of more than 15 rounds.
Oh, the mag's gonna be cut short.
Yeah, so you can't buy a gun with more than 15 bullets in it or rounds because you got shells.
You know what's going on right now? They burning that in and that up, boy.
Yeah, and they're
the
trying.
NRA?
Yeah. So like right now, you can buy semi-automatic weapons at 18, and it'll be 21. A person under 21 cannot buy a Budweiser. We should not let a person under 21 buy an AR-15 weapon of war.
That's true.
And that was Democratic Representative Ted Lieu that said that. Now, me personally, I don't think that's enough.
No, you gotta go higher.
It's not.
Like I said,
we discussed this.
Like I said, I think there should be a waiting period. Because at least it gives you the opportunity to cool down and calm down. Like if you can buy a gun and get your hands on the same day,
right,
it doesn't prevent you from like for a handgun. It takes 3 days. You have to wait 3 days from the day you pay the money. I give you the money.
Right.
I got to come back 3 days.
I see you Friday.
Right. I think it should be something along those lines. But I think for an automatic rifle like an AR-15 or M16 or something like that, it should be a month.
I take 30 days. I say 60.
Man, 90 days.
Yeah, I take 90.
90 days.
Yeah. Because by then, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times the situation will resolve itself or something like that.
You might just say, you know what, I don't even want it now.
Like I'm going to blow your head off in 3 months.
Right. You wait.
You know what I mean?
The 89.
Like for example, if that was the case, if I had to wait 90 days to shoot up a school,
right?
School might be out by the time I get it.
Kids are already home.
You got to try to get a gun the first day of school,
right?
To shoot up a school because you got to wait 30 days. It might be Christmas break by the time you get that gun,
right? So and they be on break, and you be mad.
Yeah, and then the thing is, I think like the last few school shooters were under the age of 21.
Yeah, they all were under the age of 21. Yeah. They were damn near ready to graduate. Some of them.
Yeah, yeah. So this way, 18-year-olds. And I think there should also be a law in effect that if your gun is used, like for example, if you possess a gun, no, I'm not even talking about the company, because the company the company should not be held liable for what you do with your purchase.
Well, if everybody else is liable for theirs, how come they can't be liable?
I don't think you should be able to sue a gun company because someone bought it.
A car company for a car accident that they weren't responsible for.
Exactly.
But they didn't design that car to be a weapon.
Yeah, but at the same time, weapons are designed and they're for sale because you still have the right to bear arms.
But
what
you
I'm
can make
saying
a car a weapon,
is if you license and buy that gun, right, and someone uses your gun, then they should.
So you mean the gun owner should be held responsible?
He should be charged as an accessory.
I agree.
As an
I thought there was already a law.
No, it's not.
There isn't?
It is.
There's this kind of
There's
one.
There's got to be one because
that lady just got it. It's negligence.
Yeah, negligence, but I'm talking about accessory.
Oh, accessory.
Harsher penalty. But anyway, more jam. Yo, I also have another one.
What?
Like this is the thing. Like everybody want to talk about Jordan this, Jordan that. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the thing that you know I ain't no Jordan fan. I hate Jordan.
I know you do. That's what I say.
But think about it like this. Imagine right now if you play 2K and LeBron went on 2K.
It'll be 2K. You still got Giannis. You still got
no. But the thing was, like, when I was a kid, I could never play with Jordan. Jordan wasn't even on the game.
Yeah, because
it was roster guard 99 or 98.
Right, because they would never.
Because Jordan's contract. We talking about the GOAT, but you couldn't even be the GOAT back when he was in the league. You could never play as Michael Jordan.
No,
you never. You couldn't play as Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, or Reggie Miller.
And you definitely couldn't be Reggie Miller.
You could not play as Reggie Miller was not in the game.
Yep,
Jordan wasn't in the game, and Sir Charles wasn't in the game. That's like right now if Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Kyrie Irving
were out the game.
Were just not in NBA 2K.
That wouldn't sit right.
No, it wouldn't. At least kids today can play LeBron James.
Right.
Play as LeBron James in the basketball game.
True that.
Like, because we never had that experience.
No,
we didn't know what it was like to play as Jordan. We had to play as roster guard 98. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had this Jordan stats.
Right.
He was good.
He didn't have the name.
But yeah, he didn't have the name. And that was all that we wanted.
That's all we wanted was the name.
You know, the first time we got to play as Jordan was retired.
Yeah, he was done.
Yeah. But like 93 through 99, 2001,
yeah,
no
NBA
Jordan.
Live, you couldn't play him as you couldn't
play as Jordan.
You couldn't even play him. You couldn't even pick him up on. He's on fire. He's on fire.
NBA Jam. It was Scottie Pippen and B.J. Armstrong. No, Kukoc. You right.
Yeah,
it was Pippen and Kukoc. Nobody wanted to play with them.
No, I was playing with Sean Kemp and Gary Payton.
I was playing with Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson.
Let's get it. Oh yeah, Lonzo was a beast on that game. Oh, Larry Johnson would rip that joker down.
Man, the last game you could play with Jordan on it was Bulls versus Blazers. 91.
Jesus. I remember what it looked like.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was horrible.
But it was a cheat. I would take B.J. Armstrong and start him at center because he could always outrun any center that was guarding him. So it was like an easy run to the paint. I used to make my cousins so mad with that.
But see, you figured it out. You put it in there.
Yeah, so then he'll change his up, and then next thing you know, it's a wash.
Right.
He was older than me.
Oh, okay.
Like I was like 8. He was like 19. And I used to make him mad. I make him mad that first quarter.
I'm fighting you.
Yeah. He's mad. Then
your controller gonna be unplugged when you get out the bathroom. Believe
but yeah, like the GOAT conversation is crazy.
Well, I mean, I actually got caught up watching that last night, yesterday. Just random conversations. I mean, they all got points. Everybody, like Jordan said, he goes, I can't be the greatest. I never played Bill Russell. I never played so-and-so.
Right.
So you can't hold me to that. He goes, I get uncomfortable when you put me to that. LeBron never played Jordan. Kobe did.
Nah, LeBron played Jordan. He played Kobe.
He played
He played a Jordan. He didn't play the Jordan, but he played a Jordan. And see, that's the crazy thing.
That's the closest Jordan he's gonna get to.
Yeah, but I will say this, and the thing is, when you change the game like Jordan did, and I'm not gonna say that he sit here and act like Jordan didn't change the game.
Right.
But by the time there were at least 5 Jordans. By the time LeBron got into the NBA, there were at least 5 Jordan-esque plays.
Right, but not at the caliber of Kobe.
Right. Now, Kobe was the best Jordan-esque player.
Right. He took it to heart.
LeBron was, to me, and I always will say this, LeBron James was a Magic Johnson-esque player.
You can put him in a Magic Johnson player, like you say, or a Jordan with muscle.
Nah, I can't say that. I'll say the difference between him and Jordan was Jordan had the killer mentality.
Right. He had a finishing mentality.
Yeah, he had the I'm going to score the point.
Right.
Where Magic had the I'm going to share the love. Just like LeBron got.
Right.
It ain't all about me, it's about the team.
But LeBron got better because, as he got older,
he became more clutch. He's still nowhere near as clutch as Jordan.
No, but still you can see the progression.
Right.
It's notable progression. If something went wrong this season, it was fixed by the next season.
Yeah.
And something else was increased.
Right.
That I will give him. He worked his butt off to do that.
Like, I remember when his jumper was broke.
Oh, it was destroyed.
It was ugly.
And he spent the whole summer.
And he came back and won a championship. And when he went, I'm sorry, but the LeBron James that went back to Cleveland,
right,
versus the LeBron James that left Cleveland,
2 different guys, 2 different men,
2 totally different players. Like, you had one that had potential,
right,
and you had one that realized his potential.
He tapped into it.
Yeah,
that was the whole thing.
Yeah, like to me, and I mean, and it's like this. No hate on Jordan. I mean, I'm not a fan of Jordan, but I could name 3 players right now that'll beat Jordan.
I mean, there's always someone that can beat.
Jordan couldn't beat Giannis. Let's start there.
Giannis wouldn't be able to keep up with a healthy young Jordan. Giannis
got speed.
He wouldn't be able to keep up with him. I'm trying to tell you.
Giannis would destroy.
It's a different kind of killer. It's a different kind of killer.
Giannis would destroy Jordan. Giannis would destroy Jordan. KD would destroy Jordan.
KD have his feelings hurt. All that trash that Jordan talked on a regular, KD be only having a therapist on the sideline. Are you serious?
No. Let's explain something now. The trash that Jordan talked was 90s trash. It's a different league now.
He told dude, I should make you take off my shoes for what you're trying to play, how you play.
Yeah. Jordan talked trash. I'm not going to say Jordan didn't talk trash, but what I'm saying is the caliber of trash talk back in the 90s
was much less PG and very vicious than what they can do now.
Yo, I don't know, man.
I saw Steph Curry last night complaining to Marcus Smart. They had the mic on.
Prime example. Do you think D.L. Hughley could roast with DC Young Fly? No. You know why? Because stuff evolves.
Wait. I don't think DL would have to go as hard as DC Young Fly would, because DL stuff would marinate and then destroy.
Yeah.
But he could.
I'm not going to go there.
You're talking about somebody who used to roast on the regular now. He might have an old dusty 6 in the chamber.
Nah. I'm just saying, man.
Papa might be.
Evolution is evolution, bro.
Hey, the crocodile's still a crocodile.
KD couldn't be Al Horford. Okay, touche, Joe. I'll give you that one.
Joe,
but what I'm saying,
downtown.
Hey, I don't know. Al Horford might give Jordan a run for his money. You
just don't know.
Is, you can't really say if or isn't, because the thing is it's not like a guarantee to me. It's not like, Jordan can just wash anybody who ever picks up a basketball.
No, absolutely
because
not.
You never know what. But and the crazy thing is, and this is where people don't understand, the difference is everybody in today's NBA had the opportunity to learn from Jordan.
Correct.
Jordan didn't have the opportunity to learn from anybody.
He had to develop that.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, for example,
and that puts him on a higher status.
In '91,
right?
Jordan went to the paint and he went up with the right hand, switched up with the left hand. It was groundbreaking at the time. Nobody did things like that, right? Now, in today's league, they were taught that in middle school.
Right.
They were taught how to do a switcheroo in middle. So Jordan's skill set
has innovated
basketball.
Right.
So you can't bring this 90 skill set into a 2022 game.
You can't unless you can finesse the hell out of it.
And then the thing is, like, when they talk about how good of a defender would Jordan be if he's not allowed to hand check, that's something else that I want to know. Again,
and the whole thing is that's the hardest part about it, because we don't know.
Exactly.
Because in the same way, like I said, what would make it better for me, and you can call me being selfish, if like those basketball players had the opportunity to do the one-on-one, put that on pay-per-view.
Man, I would love
put LeBron versus Giannis one-on-one game at 11.
I would love to have a summer series called NBA Jam, where every NBA team brings their 2 best players and they have a tournament
and this raffle.
Yeah,
man. Put that on. Damn versus. Put that on.
Yeah.
Tell me you wouldn't want to see Jordan 1-on-1 with Henry.
I'd rather see a 2-on-2 game.
But, you know, I'd rather.
1-on-1 is a boring game to watch.
Nah, not if you got the right characters.
Nah.
Because you know what? You can always say.
A 2-on-2 game would be a little bit
say, oh, this
more
person carried that person, or this person did this and that. Nah. Mano y mano, black top, 11. Let's go.
5. Well, I ain't trying to
7.
watch no 11. I'll go 7.
7.
I'm not no daggone 11.
It's going to be over quick. If Steph is playing, that's 3 2-pointers.
True.
Because you got the skunk rule.
But 1-on-1 is a little boring. I'd rather go 2-on-2. Or even 3-on-3. I think a 3-on-3.
A nice 3-on-3 won't be bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like the big 3 game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But modern NBA talent.
You know, obviously, better rules so they don't hurt themselves. But, yo, I want them outside. I want them in the air. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, let's see what you got. And no filters. That's why it has to be on verses. No filters. Talk that talk. I like basketball talk. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to echo. I like that basketball talk. You know, between football and basketball, that's the most ish talking you're gonna get.
So let me ask you a question. In your opinion, since you've been watching basketball since 1943,
hey, you know what? That's when your hair coming back.
All right. Who do you think? Like, do you think Jordan is the absolute best there is, the pinnacle of greatness as far as basketball?
Since the pinnacle?
Like, do you think Michael Jordan is the absolute best?
He has set a standard that is so potent that is still relevant to this day. No matter what country you're in.
Yeah.
You know, as far as the sport of basketball, we just started talking about the switcheroo. So for the legacy that he left, yes. If you're going off legacy.
All right.
Could he be beat? Absolutely.
Who do you think is the most talented player in the NBA who has ever played basketball? Who do you think is the most talented basketball player that ever exists?
To me, most talented person, I like AI.
AI?
Yeah.
See, because I think Kyrie's better than AI.
You know.
I mean, like, just at small ball basketball.
Right.
Like, the thing is, it for me, it's all about efficiency.
To me, it's all about
AI's weakness. AI's weakness for me was the fact that he took a lot of shots. And don't get me wrong, for the team that he had to take a lot of shots.
Yeah, that's right.
But
until he got to Denver and learned how to play t-ball.
But and that was over. It was over before it started.
Right.
But the thing was that Kyrie, he's just a more efficient scorer.
He could
better
be.
defender
I don't
than
know.
AI.
I mean,
a more efficient scorer than AI. As far as percentage wise,
put him on the press. I don't think he has that killer. Kyrie has that killer instinct.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
He bailed LeBron James out in 2016.
But he doesn't. I don't think he uses it the way that he could when the time comes. Because then he gets into his feelings.
Wait, hold up.
What happened? Who wrote something?
Simo said the USA is pretty dominant in basketball, but our football is rubbish. I don't know if he's talking about soccer or American football, but I'm gonna tell you like this: that rugby,
y'all walk around with a trash bag with angles on it.
Like rugby is trash.
You got a whole bunch of men really grabbing each other.
Yeah, he's talking about. He has to be talking about rugby.
He got to be talking about rugby.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: nobody in America gives a damn about soccer.
No, that's something we do with the kids on the weekend.
Soccer is a game for people who can't catch or throw.
Yeah.
That's what soccer's for.
That's it.
So and we talking about rugby with that big ass football, no pads.
You touching my body.
Yeah, because I would like to see a rugby team go up against an NFL team, and when we throw that 50-yard pass down the sidelines on your slow ass corners,
right? Because all them dudes are jacked up because they don't run far. What do you say?
He said, "I can't name 2 U.S. soccer stars." We don't play soccer.
The dude that's married the Spice Girl, that's all I know.
NFL.
He's not even U.S.
He says rugby is played by hard men. All right, you go tell that. You go tell that to Megatron.
Yeah, you come on down and
go ahead and tell
it to Donald Arnold. I mean
David Arnold. You talking about big dude.
Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Go. Tell Dominic Sue.
Yeah, go ahead.
I ain't even gonna go there. Tell that to Antonio Brown. See if he don't drop kick you in the forehead like he did in that game. Remember the first game?
Yep.
When he did that super kick during the run back.
He hit you like a kangaroo, mate.
He said pause. Yeah, you got to pause on that. I didn't even pick up on that.
Nah, we just ran straight through that.
We just ran through it. Your women's soccer team is the best in the world. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Our men's soccer team is trash.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this: rugby
and football, two
it's a
different
cute
games.
sport.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's cute. Y'all wearing little shorts and y'all throw the ball around.
Yeah, long sleeves on, matching up and doing the bear hug thing.
Yeah. The what's it called? The scrub.
The scrub. Yeah,
scrub. You gotta stick your elbow between the dude's nuts. Y'all can have all that.
No.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: rugby might be a hard sport or whatever.
Absolutely, I'm not taking away from it,
but ain't nothing more exciting than the football game.
I'm trying to tell you,
ain't nothing more exciting than the football game.
I don't know. Kate, would you rather watch dudes in short shorts rubbing on each other or dudes in tights playing football?
Oh, you've been so quiet. I forgot you was here. Yeah, what you got? This
football.
USA football or European football?
USA football.
Thank you.
And
that comes from a lady, Simo.
So put that in your kangaroo pouch
and smoke it.
Boy, hop on.
Yo, nah,
that's crazy.
But for real, though, I always thought that like just our sports itself to me, America got the best sport.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all still doing curling and stuff.
First off, that's not a sport. Cleaning the ice and throwing something down is not a sport.
What, hockey?
No, curling.
Oh, curling? Oh, no.
Oh, man, they can't. They don't even have hockey.
Yeah.
That? Oh, God, no.
They don't even have hockey, I don't think, in Australia, do they?
No, they ain't got enough water. Well, they do have enough water, but they ain't got enough freezers for
I know their basketball team is trash.
Oh, yeah. They get beat by the Harlem Globetrotters all the time.
Yeah, I know. Ain't nobody trying to go see no rugby game.
No.
I think the last person I knew that played rugby was Tommy Boy.
That was it, yeah. Oh, my God. Chris Farland. That was a very long time ago.
Oh, Simo said, I'm smoking. A beautiful lady is never wrong. Boom.
Boom. There you go.
Why, thank you.
Compliments from down under.
But I could be wrong. I will admit to that. I can be wrong sometimes. So.
Nah, but I'm just saying, you ain't wrong about that. Yeah, rugby compared to NFL, that's not even a comparison.
No, there's no comparison.
It's because NFL games are just way more exciting.
Yeah.
It's just way more exciting.
It's way more action. It's NFL.
Yeah, man, come on.
Hockey's more exciting than rugby.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch soccer than rugby, and I hate soccer.
Yeah. I'd be like, go.
I'll tell you like this. What about boxing? Y'all supposed to be able to whoop kangaroos, but I haven't seen a good Australian boxer yet.
No, I haven't heard of a good one. Maybe not worldwide.
Not world. Yeah, maybe in Australia there might be one. There might be one that'll whoop my ass, but I mean,
he has to get papers to get over here. Then he has to learn how to drive on the right side of the road.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things he has to learn to do before he gets here.
And then let's talk about basketball. The best y'all sit over here was Ben Simmons.
Oh, he's from Australia?
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with him.
Yeah. The best basketball player they ever sent over here is Ben Simmons.
I did not know he was Australian.
Yeah. He came over here to play basketball at LSU, then went to the NBA.
But he's like real Australian.
He's Australian.
Oh, so
he's as Australian as Giannis is Greek.
Oh, damn.
That was their best. That's they Jordan.
Oh, so I wouldn't play hard either. I'd go down back to the island and hop around.
So
wow, I didn't know that. All right.
We said Ben Simmons is the worst thing to happen to the NBA this decade.
Oh, who's it? That Simo?
Nah, that's what Joe from Fayetteville, man. You know, Joe will chime in now. Joe from Fayetteville is a nut.
He'll tap in quick.
He said Andrew Gaze. I don't even know who that is. That must have been before black guys was in the NBA.
Yeah, it had to be way before.
Like, that's something else, man. I saw a quote, and I want to make sure I get the right name. But dude said that he would destroy. Wait, let me find the damn screenshot because I took a screenshot.
He said destroy?
Destroy. He said he would destroy a player. Wait, hold on. Let me find it.
I took some balls.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I can't find it. I'm trying to think of the name. I want to say it was Jerry West. No, Bob Cousy.
Okay.
Bob Cousy said that he would
destroy Jerry West?
Nah, he would destroy Kevin Durant.
Coos?
Bob Cousy.
The Coos?
Yeah, the Coos. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but Bob Cousy.
I heard he was a bad boy.
Bob Cousy was trash. He said he had clamped James Harden. Bob Cousy would get freaked by James Harden.
The beard moves more than him.
So delusion is delusion.
It is.
Because, like, I'm going to tell you like this. I don't even think, like, everybody talk about how great Larry Bird was, and he was great at that time.
At that time.
But Larry Bird gets smoked with athleticism now.
Oh, he'll be dead. Look how old Bob Cousy was when he was young.
Yeah, that dude was smoked James Harden.
Okay, look. How old he was when he was young.
That's a...
Wait, that's a Celtic?
Yeah. Bob Cousy was a Celtic.
That had to be photoshopped.
No, he old. Look.
Yeah. Bob Cousy was
That's the
trash.
Benjamin Buttons right there.
Yeah, but we getting to that point. Wow. We got to get ready to go, man. Anything you got to say to the peoples, man?
Thank y'all for being such wonderful people listening today. And thanks to the lovely wife for coming by and hanging out.
I didn't say much.
Uncle P's wife, what do you have to say? Give us some words of inspiration.
Words of inspiration?
What's your favorite quote?
I have a lot of quotes.
All right, give me 3.
No, I have a lot of quotes. I'm not going to give you 3, but I will tell you this. Do not let the negativity get to you, because there's a lot of hateful people out here that try to shoot your spirit down. And always remember that what God has for you, no man can destroy.
Oh, that's a good one. That's actually Carter's words to live by. Yeah. He says that too. So
yeah, he says that faithfully.
Everybody can't be wrong. No. I agree with you. Now, me, on the other hand, my favorite quote is, men fall in love with what they see. Women fall in love with what they hear. That's why women wear makeup and men tell lies.
You're not wrong.
But anyway, I got to say, I love each and every one of you. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Man, hope y'all have a wonderful day. It's going to be hot here in North Carolina. I'm going to tell you that now, so stay cool.
Barbecue.
Oh, man, we barbecuing?
Uh-huh.
Where? What time? At your house?
Yeah, later on.
Oh, snap. I'm coming. What
Bring
time?
some chicken wings, please.
Yeah, about 4.
What kind of chicken wings? Raw or
chicken
cooked?
Wings.
Yeah, raw.
Raw cooked
chicken
wings?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Yo, just let me know what time. Shoot,
about 4 or 5?
About 4 or 5? Yeah. I might call out a sick today.
Tony, you gotta go. Your goldfish was drowning. You had to bring him to the vet.
Mine is, you can put your head in the toilet, but you can't stop. I can't even say that. Anyway, y'all be good.
All right, y'all.
Remember to be petty. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Have a great Thursday, everybody.
We are Friday Eve.
Friday evening.